friends. Welcome to my show. I'm Michael Johnson. I'm your host today, every day. And you've come to healing your body and your mind and your spirit. It's going to be a great show today. I have a lot to share with you. Let me see here. We're going to be talking about a transformation today. My transformation. It started about 3.5 years ago. But before we get to all that, let me tell you, the reason I work out moderately is because of my doctor. The reason I eat good is because of what my doctor told me to do. So, this show might really inspire you. And if it does, and you're thinking, hey, I'm going to get off this couch, I'm going to start working out, go see your doctor first, please. Get a checkup. Let him know what you want to do. If you want to go on a certain diet, if you want to start working out, let him know, okay? So, let's dive right into this today. I was thinking the other day, I'm 71 years old, and I feel real good. And I was thinking that in my whole life, no one has ever come up to me and said, hey, so-and-so has heart disease? Not a single one. Now, somebody drops or has a heart attack about every 35 seconds. That's a lot of people. Every 35 seconds. And I can't even name 3 people that have heart disease. Now, I've read about people like, they'll pass away with a heart attack. And I've had people come up to me and say, hey, so-and-so person passed away? I said, no, why? Heart attack. I could probably name, if I think about it hard enough, 10 or 15 people who have had a heart attack. But I couldn't name you 3 people who have heart disease. Now, let me tell you this. 3.5 years ago, I was at my doctor's office. Now, first I want to tell you this. I smoked. I loved smoking, okay? I smoked in hospitals. No, you can't smoke in hospitals. Oh, yes, you could. Smoke in hospitals. I smoked in airplanes. You can't smoke in airplanes. Oh, yes, you could. I loved smoking. So, my doctor says, well, you know what, Michael? Since you smoked, let's get a scan and look at your arteries. Okay, I said, sure, let's do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I went in and got the scan, and I got it about 4 days before I was going in for a small procedure. They would have to put me under for it. And I went in, got my scan done, and now they're about to put me under for my procedure. And my doctor comes out. He says, hey, Michael, I saw your scan. I said, oh yeah, my scan. He says, do you have a heart doctor? I said, well, no. Do you have a heart doctor? I said, no, sir. He says, I'm going to get you one. I said, okay. End of conversation. That's it. So the next thing you know, he's coming into my room. Now, don't forget, the mind. He says, you've got to stop smoking today. Now, I remember laying there thinking, okay, I guess I'm a non-smoker. Here's the thing. I had no withdrawals at all. None, ever. It was great, okay? So about 3 weeks down the road, I think, here comes a heart doctor. He said he was going to get me one. And making a long story short, they said, okay, Michael, we're going to put you on a special diet. I said, okay. No dairy. No dairy, you mean no cheese. I'm thinking, okay. No processed food. I said, no, wait a minute. 80% of the food in the grocery store is processed food. And then I started thinking, wait a minute. Pepperoni is processed food, and then cheese. That means no more pizza, because they said no white bread. I said, no white bread. Okay. no fried foods. That means no fried chicken. Okay? I tell you, it's crazy. I'm having all this stuff put on me. No dairy, no fried food, no fast food, no red meat. I had to learn how to eat all over again. Now, I'm what you call a flexitarian. I do eat plants. That's the Mediterranean diet, but I also eat fish and chicken. And that's about it. They did tell me this. Now, you can have a hamburger every once in a while, and you can have a steak every once in a while. And what I've learned, friends, is that it does come to moderation. But when I started that diet, my energy level shot through the roof, and I lost 20 pounds. Let me tell you, I'm in the top 1% of my age bracket. Top 1%. Okay, now look, I'm not finished yet, and I'm not telling you this to scare you. I've got the number one killer. Now, let me tell you, I haven't never had any chest pain, ever. No pains in my arms. Matter of fact, I'm in no pain anywhere. I don't even have arthritis. Now listen to this. Here's why you don't want to get this. Here's why, if you're eating bad, you don't want to anymore. If you're not getting exercise, you may want to think about it. It's this thing called AAA, and it's not having extra insurance on your car. This sometimes goes right along with having plaque in your arteries. You see, they found three arteries with plaque in my arteries. Two of them were less than 25%, and one was 25% to 49%. And this particular scan, it gives you a score. Okay. So anyway, this other thing goes, not all the time, it can go along with having plaque in your arteries, and it's called AAA, and you can Google it. It's when an aneurysm develops in your ascending aorta right here. It's the 13th killer. There's no signs or symptoms. Here's what happens. If it was to burst, you're going to feel a real bad pain in your back. Your aorta is going to start bleeding into your abdomen. Your body's going to go to shock, and you're going to be dead in about 3 minutes. I have one. Whoa, Michael, wait a minute. Hey, buddy, I thought we could probably get together. Listen, friends, I'm good to go. My aneurysm is 3.1 centimeters. That's nothing, okay? It's stabilized. But here's a good thing. At least I know I have one. And we can watch it every year. Now, let me tell you, when somebody tells you you've got the number one killer, and this is 3.5 years ago, and now you've got an aneurysm, it really starts playing with your brain, I'm telling you. So here's what I did. I started researching. I started Googling. I'm thinking, my gosh, I've got to back this up. I've got to reverse this. Now, I've already stopped smoking. They took my food away from me. But see, here's the thing. Nobody in my family ever passed away with heart disease. No one. Here's where I messed up. I thought to myself, well, but you know what? I'm going to be good to go. I could eat anything I want, anytime I want. That's where I messed up, and that's what I did. And I'm talking hot dogs, barbecue, rack of ribs, pizza, you name it. And I did it. But here's what happened. So, as I was researching and searching for answers, during that time, I picked up 20 certifications. Let's talk about that for a minute. I am a level 3 personal trainer. So you've got a personal trainer, an elite trainer, then a master trainer. I love it. I train in the gym. They also, speaking of gyms, they also told me I had to work out 5 times a week moderately, and I do. Lightweight, lots of reps. I'm also a transformational specialist. I'm not going to name them all. I'm a nutritionist. My best certification is I'm a medical fitness trainer. This company who offers this course, they say, hey, look, you need a 4-year degree in exercise science to even take this course and sit for the exam. I said, but I've got all this other stuff. They let me do it, and I passed it. I'm a medical fitness trainer. And that's somebody who works with people who has chronic diseases. If you have heart disease, if you've got diabetes, you just can't go in that gym and start lifting heavy weights. There's a certain way you have to work out. And that's what I do. I help people with chronic diseases. Now, let's get back to these foods for a minute. Dairy. See, inflammation causes all chronic diseases. It's very simple if you want to learn how to eat. If you want to learn how to eat right, then you've got to stop eating the foods that cause inflammation in your body. Dairy, fast food, fried food, processed food, and the red meat. Period. Okay? And let me tell you, there's a lot of doctors and there's other people who don't even go on with that. They don't agree with that protocol. I've got friends who are on the carnivore diet. They'll have 6 eggs in the morning and 6 pieces of bacon, and then have a 20-ounce steak at night. Yeah. And I couldn't do it. There's no way. I couldn't do it. So I started the regiment. I'm 71. I love it. You have to decide when you're near my age, 55, 65, 71. And I'm going to tell you, between those ages and my age, it goes by just like that. You're going to be where I am before you know it. And what you've got to do, you've got to decide at some point in time where you want to be in the next 10, 20, or 30, or even 40 years. You have to start somewhere. And if not now, you have to ask yourself, when? When? It takes movement. You've got to move. Get to that gym. Now, I'm going to try to help you out here. And if you can, while you're listening to this, try to get a pen and a piece of paper. I want to give you some information. This turned my life around so much. I mean, I had a transformation. I lost 20 pounds. I'm eating right. I'm working out. I worked out today for an hour. Day before yesterday, I worked out for 2 hours. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. And I can't stop. Listen, when you stop, you're going to find it's going to be down, down, down. On a piece of paper, if you can, write down a biological age calculator. Because I'm doing what I'm doing, my biological age is 62. Now, you ought to take this test. Now, let me warn you, it can make you older than you are right now. If you take that test, be honest, okay? Now, you also want to write down BMI calculator. Now, a BMI calculator doesn't work for all people. If you're really muscular, it's not going to work. All you do is type in your weight and your height, and we'll give you your BMI, body mass index. Important. And you want to keep your body mass index right around 25. Right around 25. So, here's what I could do. Also on that piece of paper, write down be fit at any age at yahoo.com. That's my email. If you've had a transformation, if you had to do something in your life where you had to turn it around, okay, I'd like to talk to you. I want to hear your story. Other people want to hear your story. Maybe I can get you on the show. Maybe we can do a Zoom. Okay? I would love that. I would love that. I am so into health and wellness now that that my transformation just gave me this deep desire to help other people. I mean, when you're told you've got the number one killer and an aneurysm, it changes you. Listen, I'm not worried. I am not worried. Excuse me, my aneurysm is 3.1. Yeah, so it's a 3.1. Not worried about it. I go on about my life. I eat in moderation. I feel great. There are times when I wake up in the morning and I'm thinking, I've never been 71 before, but I really feel good. I mean, I really feel good. Uh, and I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. Being 71, a lot of people don't make it to that age. They just don't make it to that age. Yeah. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep eating my fish, eating my chicken, no skin. Uh, I'm not going to tell you what to eat. I'm not going to tell you how to eat. I'm going to tell you what I do. Now, we're going to have some great people on the show that I've got lined up. One person, he was a diabetic. And through diet and exercise, he's no longer a diabetic. He was a type 2, insulin resistance. No more medication. You're going to meet him. Really a great person. You're going to meet another person that I train. Now get this. She's 73 years old. She can deadlift 175 pounds. You're going to meet her. Now, friends, I'm going to tell you, she's the only one that I know. 73. She's the best 73 I know. 175 pounds deadlift. Wait till you hear her story. Another person, he shouldn't be walking today. He should not be walking today. I can't wait for you to hear him. So anyway, listen, you've got my email, befit@any-age@yahoo.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you think I didn't mention this to you, in the next probably 2 to 3 months, I'm going to be doing online training. See, right now I do one-on-one training. And, I want to help people so bad not to get this, that if you want online training from a level 3 master trainer, I'm going to make it really inexpensive for you. Now, if this turns out good, I really don't want more than 20, because I'm going to really make it good to where if you want to, you got somebody on your side to help you know what to do when you go into the gym. And I'll write your workouts for you once a week. If you can get into that gym 3 times a week, I'm going to show you what to do. Yeah, I'm going to make it very, very inexpensive for you. So thanks, guys. And also, too, hey, if I have any friends out there and you're watching my show, I'm so glad you got to see me. Hope to see you soon. So anyway, listen, please tune in next Tuesdays. My show is at 7 o'clock on Tuesday nights. Looking forward to it. I mean, this is a great journey for all of us. I turned my life around. I've transformed my life. And I feel great at 71. And I feel like I'm going to be here a long time. Yeah, hope you are too. So thanks for tuning in. And I hope to hear from you. Okay? Thanks a lot.